A couple of years ago, I started a habit of studying successful people, and it is because I had heard one successful speaker saying, if you want to be successful, then study successful people. If you want to be skinny, then study skinny people. And guys, ever since then, that's exactly what I love doing, and there's so many things that I study in their lives, where they started in life, the challenges that they had to go through, for how long did they go through all of those challenges. And that inflection point, as T.D. Jakes calls it, a point of no return, a point where things turned around for them in a big way, that, it started a lifestyle of being successful, never to return back to their old ways. In our normal lingo, we would say where they hit the jackpot, right? So I study up until that point, and I believe most of us end up at that point where this person has hit the lotto big time. But I go further to even study how life is for them as successful people, because I understand that new responsibilities come with new position. In our spiritual lingo, we like saying new blessings, new devils. So I further study how life is now that they are successful, right? And there are so many steps that I have noticed connect all of them together. But today I just want to talk about one of those threads that are a connecting factor to all these people, and that is their approach to life. Most people that I have studied who are successful have a proactive instead of reactive approach to life. I heard one of them saying success is where opportunity meets preparation. Successful people prepare themselves for opportunities that might come their way, because they say, as you are preparing, even when you don't know where that opportunity is, when it will come through, but your mind, because of the preparation work that you're doing, is forever alert to opportunities that are around you, that when that specific opportunity that you're waiting for comes along, you're able to see it. Unlike unsuccessful people who would sit and wait for an opportunity to come in order for them to start working. Successful people say, when you choose that approach, a reactive approach, sometimes you might miss most opportunities that might pass you by because you do not see them. Your mind is not alert enough to recognize that this is an opportunity that you have been waiting for. So today, I want to talk to you about, be proactive, not reactive, for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. And if you are new, a special welcome to you. Thank you so much for being on my platform right now. I hope you'll find the content of on this platform worthy enough for you to subscribe. And if you have already done so, please get your people and their people to subscribe to my channel, guys. And don't forget to click the notification bell, because it lets you know every time I upload a new video, so that you can come check it out. And the maths is still that simple. If you like the video, then like it. If you like it, guys, give it a thumbs up. And conversation between me and you will flow only if you keep those comments coming. I appreciate every single comment that comes through, so please drop them on the comment box down below. And guys, I would really appreciate it if you could just share this video on your platform, whether you find it inspirational or not. Because sometimes when you listen to this message and you feel like it's not yours, it doesn't mean you wasted time. It tells me maybe somebody connected to you who is not necessarily connected to me needs to hear this message. So please share it on your platform anyway. Guys, What is your approach right now as you're trying to develop a peaceful life? Do you want to be successful? Like I said, most successful people have a proactive approach to life. I've studied people who said, I wanted to be on radio. I didn't have any experience, and I kept going to that radio station for 2 years straight every day. And people started thinking I worked there. People started asking me to make coffee for them. And after, a year and a half, somebody said, can you sit in for the radio presenter who's not here today? And he jumped into the opportunity, and that was the beginning of that guy's career, Les Brown, in radio, right? So I've heard people say, I wrote a book. I didn't know any publishers. I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't know where this book was gonna go, but I just sat down and committed to writing this book because it was in my spirit to write a book about whatever it is. And 3 years later, somebody called me and said, when last did you write a book? We need something for Christmas quickly. Do you have anything? Oh, I'll send you a manuscript. Like, oh, you've got something ready. Yeah. So preparation meets opportunity, and that's when you become successful. So in terms of peace, developing this lifestyle of peace, what is your approach? Do you wait for situations to happen so that you can determine how to have peace in such a situation? Do you wait for an insult to happen to you in order to determine how to have peace? Or do you make predetermined decisions of how you're going to react to situations? Do you preempt circumstances so that you can decide before those circumstances happen how you will react in order to maintain your peace? For me, I've realized that the more I've applied the ways of successful people, the approach that they take, a proactive approach to my peaceful life, the more peace I have enjoyed in many situations that I have experienced. Sometimes even when I couldn't even preempt something, but because my mindset now is trained to think about protecting my peace all the time, I quickly see something that could potentially impact my peace, and I remove myself from that situation, or I calm myself down in that situation. I listen with an empathetic ear whenever I come across those situations. But it started with me making certain decisions about how I'm going to react whenever maybe somebody talks about my hairline, somebody talks about my weight, somebody talks about my plans. If I wasn't sure, there's something that I'm uncomfortable with already, something that I'm insecure about, I started deciding beforehand, before people would come and say things to me, I would have already decided in terms of these things that I can preempt normally, which normally take my peace. This is how now I'm going to change my life. This is how now I'm going to start reacting. At times, I remember the last time I shared when, I would talk to everybody about, the fact that I don't have kids yet, or we don't have kids yet, right? But when my mom wanted to talk about that, I would be defensive until I really sat down with myself and asked myself, what's the problem? Have conversations with yourself. And I made the decision that, from that day onwards, when my mom wants to discuss issues of fertility and kids with me, I would approach it the same way I allow friends into that conversation with me. And we generally now, my mom and I have conversations about it, and I don't lose my peace anymore because I made predetermined decision to react in a positive way when she brings up the topic. So what is your approach to developing this peaceful life? Maybe you're starting out and you've seen that, reacting to situations, then you don't have self-control. because at the time you feel defensive, you're not prepared enough for the attacks that come your way. So you react in a way that makes you lose your peace in the end. I would say the successful people have tested it and it's working. And I have tested it in my own life that a proactive approach to anything truly makes you prepared for any kind of situation that you will find yourself in. So I would say, please try it as well. If your reactive ways have not worked for you, maybe you can try deciding beforehand, next time this person says this about me, this is how I choose to react. It's not what that person thinks about me. It's not my responsibility. That is their own issue to deal with. That is one way to protect your energy, to protect your peace. What is it that you're going to do from today onwards? What decisions do you need to make in order to make sure that you prepare yourself for situations that might take away your peace? I tell you, where preparation meets opportunity, that's where success is for most people. And I've seen my life of peace has developed as a result of me making those predetermined decisions about how I'm going to react whenever I find myself in a situation that really threatens my peace. So be proactive, not reactive, for peace sake. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach. Guys, don't forget to do the right thing. Subscribe to my channel. Enjoy your week.